What's going on, guys? Kulprit here. Welcome back once again to my Let's Play Oxygen Not Included series. I've been tweaking with these little pumps over here like we were talking about as I left you last time. Now, a little strange thing happened is why the only reason I'm going to even mention it. When you guys left, man, it's really loud on this. If you remember, I had this coming out and down this way. Very weirdly, like, these dots were coming down here and just disappearing. I don't really understand why. I thought it might have been just like buggy, glitchy. I actually saved the game, popped out to the menu, reloaded the game. Same thing was happening, so I don't know, maybe I could have just deleted all the pipe and it would have fixed itself, I don't know. So I just rerouted it over here, and it seems to be working much better, as you can see. This way it meshes up here, kind of bangs into each other here, and then but by the time it's get to the pump, it's nice and uniform. This would actually probably be, work even better if I did put this over here, and I had a longer pipe. It's just, I feel like it gives the gas and stuff much more time to just kind of even out and settle out. Let's take a look at this guy. So it's still idle, which I don't know that there's really any way. I just don't understand how I could get. I mean, how could I get air, like, stuff in there any faster? I don't know that I could. I don't really know that I could. But I don't know. We're gonna just leave it alone. I do want it to suck this stuff up. It's obviously we are mining this all at the same time, so that's gonna help it out considerably. Just pulling the hydrogen up. Be nice to get this. I'm gonna actually queue this up because I could use this anyway. Just kind of let the air get up this way too. So it's got 3 ways to get up there. Although this side doesn't seem to. It's really pulling it in there too. The temperature's really rising a little bit. Let's down here. Yeah, not. Excuse me. Nothing to be alarmed at. That's for sure. Now, if I do start to run into problems, like this guy down here, like he seems fine. I haven't seen. I did mention to you guys, right, that I raised it back up to 5, so it's still at a 50% reduction of what it was, just letting it run open. So there's a pro tip for you that I don't know if it's a pro tip, but we'll see. It's working great for me, and it's theoretically using less than 50% less water. So right now it looks okay, but maybe as we pull the bad gases up here, we're gonna start to see too much reduction in pressure. I don't know. We'll see. Only time will tell, really. So yeah, these guys are working on this. This is stuff I've had queued up for a long time, so this is good. So you guys look at it. We got all nice water up there. We still got. Wow, I'm looking at it like, well, I might not have enough room for that. So we are going to get into this. We're going to start production on this today. Pop a airlock. I think this is just the most. Maybe it's not the most logical place. Maybe like right there is. Just trying to think. I think we'll just put it right there. It just seems to make the most sense. And we'll probably... What's that? I'm just trying to think about how I want to do this. Insulated tile uses what? Anything we want. What do we have? We have tons of igneous rock. Granite gives a good decor. I didn't even know that. That's pretty good to know. I'm just trying to think right now, like, what are the pros and cons? That's the thing. It doesn't tell me in here. Like, it doesn't tell you that granite's the strongest one. Like, where would I find that? I mean, I guess I could put the, but like in here, this is granite decor. That's it. Like, there's mass, specific heat, thermal conductivity. Like, that's all fine. But like, is this all the same? No, specific heat 0.8, 2.9. I mean, it's marginal. Marginal. Because what I think I'll do here, the reason I'm thinking about this, I think we're going to do insulated tiles. We've got 100 and... I guess we'll just do this. Because we're going to do a door there. Yeah, we'll do something like this. I mean, and we'll do another manual airlock there. So we're gonna do literally like a legit airlock. I don't know, it's overkill, but hey, this is we're having fun, We're having fun. Manual airlock there. So, because I would like to very much keep whatever goes on over here separate from. I would like to protect this area. Yeah, so again, like we're talking about, I took this guy, I cut him down 50%. Like, I feel like it's handling this base just fine. I mean, look over here. It's pretty far away, and it's got good pressure, good temperature, and good breathable gas. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. So I feel like if I made it even smaller, like I said, even made it some narrower, I think it'd be even that much better. Yes, they didn't quite get to that yet, though. Right, what are you guys doing? Of course, you're sleeping. Always sleeping when projects are to be had. So we got a lot of water in here, so I do want to start moving some water over. I might actually even throw a filtration unit, because this is going to be a lot in here. Although I guess it's gonna cut it. I mean, that's a lot of water. That's good though. It's good problem to have a lot of water. We are using it up with the scrubber. The scrubber's supposed to be 1-to-1, I believe, isn't it? Using water. I think it's supposed to be 1-to-1. Like your intake, your what is it? I was gonna say export with your intake, but discharge with your intake. All right, what is this number? 62 or 72. So it's still low. But maybe that's what we're doing. Maybe we're just kind of finding that sweet spot. So basically what we need to do is I'm going to make a pretty big room in here. I really don't know how big it needs to be. So that's one thing. So we're going to then put a ladder in here. Now, I do have to watch it because it's pretty scummy in here right now. I actually may lock these open. I just made these airlocks, but now I'm going to lock them open. I do want to let some oxygen get in here because they are going to be doing some work in here. We'll just lock it open for now. It's gonna let some nasty stuff out, which is not. It's really not ideal, is it? We're not gonna lock these open. That's kind of silly. It's kind of silly. They can go out here and operate. I'm thinking they're gonna die out here, but it's just not the case. Okay, because then we're going to do insulated. I'm trying to look at what we have. 20. Like we have a ton of granite, right? Most of the sandstone, but I don't really trust sandstone, so I guess since we have the granite, we might as well use it. Pretty good. Like in here. I don't know. So I'm trying to think here. What do we got to do? We got to have... I'm not sure. Like I'd like to try to use. Take a look on that. Yeah, let's pop another. Let's pop the ladder through here. We'll go down. Oh gosh, I am so bad with this stuff. Pop the ladder down to the same level. Granite. Build the bottom of the same. It'll look nice that way, and it'll kind of give us a nice little area to work in. Actually, this will be perfect. Actually, this will give us some of the water to start with. Really, I just have to watch out because this will make a lot of contaminated oxygen, all the slime and stuff in here. I was just looking down here, still going. This is getting eaten up. I wonder what's eating it so much. I guess it's just moving over here. I wish I had a better. Actually, I do know this. This is all thrown off. This was. I forget what this was. I want to say it was 60, but maybe that was sand I'm thinking of. I should have written that down. All right, what are they doing now? Sleeping? How are we doing? Is any one person? We got Mamoru and Olive. We'll throw on there for now. It's gonna get to be a pain in the ass to handle this. I wish you could just kind of put a threshold on here. Like when they get higher than 50 stress, they automatically go over on the table. That seems like that would be a good idea to me. So I'm trying to make a big box. We're gonna have a double layer down here. I don't know how strong the insulated tiles are, but hopefully they're pretty strong. Oh god, no. Don't, where are you? Okay, I thought you were gonna get stuck out there. double layers of tiles. We're doing insulated because this will be conducting heat. And then I think what we're going to do is we're going to do 3 high spacing all the way around it. So that I can move pipes around that I need. Anything I need. You'll see what I mean. Like, see right here, there's 3 pipes, 3 spaces. I have a ladder here for verticals, but even on horizontals, I'm going to leave. There's going to be 2 block 4, there's going to be 3. All the way out there. And this will be the start of our box. Why is the bed beyond reach? How'd you get in there, dude? So the rough form taking shape. This is fun. I'm excited about this. I've been looking forward to these little experiments because I'm a nerd. It'll be good. It'll be fun. We'll get this going. Might have to put a ladder or 2 here somewhere. Put that there. This door is going to annoy me. Can confirm that. So I guess it just ate that. It just ate that clean water at some point. Or maybe somebody mopped it. I don't know. Insulated tile. I don't want to do that one. Really? Did that not click? I guess it did not. Okay, that water I don't... I guess we can mess with it a little bit, I guess. Actually, I'd really rather not mess with it. Alright, so I think we're going to want a little bit of water, a bunch of batteries. So we're going to try the small. We'll put a bay of batteries in. Then we'll put a gas filtration level. Because I'm going to try to avoid pumping it around as much as I can. So my idea is to put... let's see. Just putting those there for now. Put ladders. And there. Now, power. Insulated wire. That's interesting. I might actually have to use that. Okay, so we've got power here. We can run power down. Power this way. That's our power. We're going to have full-size batteries. I believe you can have battery a little bit into water, but that's just one of the things we're going to figure out. I don't know if I need... double-sided or not. So we're just going to try that for now. I don't know if that can get it hot enough. I do not know. Right, so here we go. Starting to get this 950114. It's close, so I may have to bump it up. But let's see how we stand. Yeah, see, it's sucking it up nice. That's good. It's pulling all the nasty stuff up. It's the stuff I am going to have to do something about. Eventually, I'd like to turn contaminated oxygen into regular oxygen. We'll see. But if I manage to get rid of the air scrubbers, I don't want to use them if I can avoid it. Like, look at this stuff. Wow. That's very toxic stuff in there. There's hydrogen in there, too, that we're going to need to get rid of. But, you know, if I got to throw an air scrubber in here and just turn it on and off every now and then just to help kind of maintain that, we can do that. Contaminated oxygen. I should probably throw one in over here, too, just for the project. Just, of course, these guys, deodorizers. Just put it... I mean, I don't really want to put it right there for now. There's really nowhere to put it, though. I'm going to put it there just because I feel like work will go faster if I do that. So, I don't know. Might not be the smartest move. Does it need power? Oh, I need sand. That's right. So there you go. That'll. I'm just hoping. I'm gonna pay that price to just kind of hopefully speed up production. So what I'll do is I'll dig up here. I'll dig up here. I'll let this water fall on here. Maybe I'll do one at a time. Who's stressed? All right, 61%. It doesn't surprise me that that's going up at all. So this is just gonna be, we're gonna see. I do not know. The problem here that I'm gonna run into Bay and Mystique, Abe, Bay, Mystique, Abe, and that's it. Then it's like a big drop off. I like that. Okay. Problem I think I'm gonna run into is if I put like a what is it called? The gaseous block. These guys, the gas permeable tiles here. So the contaminated water comes in here. I'll pump that in eventually. In the beginning, I won't have to. Now just put a gas permeable tile so that the evaporated water can pass through. What are you lashing out at? Who is it? Mystique. I sent you. You're over to the battery. Whatever. Kill that battery. Actually, don't kill it until I have the other ones built, please. This is why I take destructive over pukers every time. They break one thing, they get it out of their system, they're good to go. I really don't think. Actually, you know what? Let's cancel these. I don't know if I need spaces, so we're just gonna throw some. We're gonna throw them in side by side. Only one way to find out these things. Some of you guys watching may know the answers to these. So I hope you don't get too frustrated as I fumble through, but even if I could watch a YouTube video right now and that would tell me exactly how to do this, right? My feeling is I don't learn from that. Copying, you don't learn from copying. It'll speed up the process, it'll make me look smart for my Let's Play, but you don't learn the fundamentals of it. And I want to learn the fundamentals of it so that then as I go into phase, 2.0, 3.0, 4.0 and trying to hopefully make it more efficient, I'll just be that much better off for it. And not to mention this game is early in alpha. These things are going to change. Things we use right now, like the go-to setup, may not work a month from now. They might change something, rebalance something so that now maybe batteries aren't the things you use, or maybe I'm just trying to think of something else. Maybe meal lice over here aren't something you should be using. And so, but because I struggled with it, because I went through it and I paid my dues and I got that basic fundamental understanding of it, now I can adapt on the fly. I'm like, all right, I use the batteries, or maybe I use the hydrogen generator because it puts off so much daggone heat. Which, if I could consistently supply it, which I'm gonna turn this pump off now. If I could consistently supply this at 1700 degrees Fahrenheit, whereas this battery is not gonna give off anything right now. I think this goes 300, 400. Whatever it is, whatever reason I use, I can, even just reading on the forums, reading the patch notes, I can be like, all right, so that's not going to work anymore, but I need something in the same parameters. Oh, that thing looked like it might have worked. I could try that. Like, I just got to have a better understanding of the whole thing as a whole, and we'll just be that much better off. So it's only 260 right now. It's not that good. The other option is to, of course, instead of doing a glass permeable tile, because the trick here would be glass permeable tile. I want to try that first anyway. Get the room hot enough, gas permeable tile, and then the gas goes up here. And then I'm thinking I can maybe put something up in here. Like, what is... just trying to think of something that jumps out. Something cold. Something cold. I mean, I could use just the actual thermal utilities. I can use the thermal regulators. Puts heat in its minute. Well, that's interesting. I wonder. Huh. Now I wonder if I could take that. Now this cools gas in the pipe, but outside of it makes things hot. I don't know how hot. Does it say? Oh, there you go. cooling factor -25, so it drops the temperature 25 degrees for every cooler. So that'll be an easy thing to figure out there. Okay. Oxygen generation is 56. We're pretty close. I mean, I think we're okay. I don't see a huge need. I might turn it up just to try to push this stuff up there, pressurize it. So let's bump it up a little more. So we got 5. We'll push up to 6. See where we go with that. Maybe I could use this and do the same idea. The water down here boils by touching the hot fan. The hot, what is it, hydrocooler? Thermal regulator? The gas evaporates, goes up where I have a pump. The pump then pumps it back down into the same machines and it spits it out up top as liquid. I don't know. So that's pretty good for now. So we're going to disable this guy too. Probably actually going to destruct him because we're gonna move him somewhere else. All right, prioritize. Now, the one thing I'm not so sure about is these batteries. Now, these batteries, obviously, I believe I want them at full power. What do these little batteries do? Just out of comparison. Little batteries are not as hot. Actually, shoot. Gold. What this is? These are all copper. So right here, let's take these two. We'll make these out of gold. I don't know if there's going to be any difference. Let's see what the heat is potentially on those. Leaving myself enough room to also add another barrier of insulation. Yeah, I could almost get a really closed circle. Now, if I really sit down and think about it, there's probably a really clever way to use a thermal regulator and a cycle sitting in contaminated water. The regulator itself evaporates the water. You then use a fan 2-3 tiles up to suck in the evaporant, the steam, pump it through the thermal regulator, or probably several, get it down low enough to be a liquid, and then output it into a collection tank. That's... I'm going to want to try that, aren't I? Batteries, the reason I'm picking batteries is because obviously the temperature, but batteries are also nice because they're passive. Like if I really wanted to, I could cut the power. Once these are all full, cut the power. These things are going to stay regulated. They're going to put out the same amount of heat. They're just going to put out heat. They're going to put out the same amount of heat. So once I figure it out, I can leave it. It's a closed unit. I don't have to worry about, you know, like I was mentioning up here. This would be great, 1700 degrees Fahrenheit. Excuse me. But I mean, it kind of seems like it's steady, but it's not. I mean, you can see right here. This is only raising. I mean, this is up to 80, 90 degrees. That's not high enough. So we're gonna have to see here. What do they tell me now? 39.47. Really interesting. Again, I worry that I'm going to run into problems down the road because I made this too big. Okay. Now, one thing I do want to look at. Yeah, see... That's contaminated oxygen hitting this thing. Is that going to... I got to hold off on this. One thing I did forget. I don't know if this thing will blow up or something. I forgot to put a valve in. Or a gas filter. That's what I wanted. What am I doing here? That's fine, then this one will roll. vent right there. So yeah, I needed to leave the contaminated oxygen. I don't want that going into that machine. That probably, I don't know what it will do. You guys can tell me in the comments. I've never seen it. But that's, I just imagine that's going to be a problem. Very, very obviously says hydrogen. So we'll pop the hydrogen out. Power. That takes power too. I didn't realize that. All right. No. Yeah. That is what I want. Yes. Okay, so we're going to leave it on that. You guys can see as we tune in next episode. We're at the 25-minute mark. We're getting there. Slow and steady. Part of being lean and keeping so many dupes is that nothing really goes too quickly. But yeah, we're making progress. We're going to experiment with this, but I'm already leaning maybe another direction. But as kind of a proof of concept, I've read a lot about using these batteries, so I just want to see that. I don't have any idea how many that might take. We might have to do another row of them or something like this. I don't know. We might, if this doesn't work, we might just scrap it, go right to the hydrothermal coolers, because I feel like we might use those anyway. So, oh, that's a lot of power for something. I'd like to try to do it as passive as possible. You know, like what's it? See, this is cold, but I don't think this has any heat capacity. Thermal yeah, it doesn't conduct. What is that? Standing in a toxic area. Okay. Yeah, see, it's back to being pretty toxic. That's the problem. Carbon dioxide. Yeah, this place here is not going to be too nice, that's for sure. Unfortunately. We'll get it cleaned up too, though. But that's going to wrap it up for this episode, guys. Hope you guys are enjoying it. Hope to see you next episode. Thank you so much. Take care.